Welcome back to David's Teas, 24 Trips with Tea 2023 edition, and today we are on day 6. Now, day 6 is a tea I'm very interested in for one reason or another, but the main reason that really got me thinking is if you've been following this for the last about week now, day 1 was Nepal White. Well, for day 6, we're traveling back to that region because we have Nepal Green. Now, as you may think, this is a green tea with medium caffeine, 2 out of 3 dots on the caffeine scale, and I'm going to butcher this name, so I apologize to everyone from Nepal now, but this is inspired by the flavors of the Hile to Kankuda region of Nepal. Now, it says experience this craftsmanship of family-owned June Chuabari tea gardens with this vibrant tea from the high mountains of Nepal's Hile Kuta. I'm sorry for, butchering that name. I'll have to practice it in the future. And what got me thinking about this tea was, I had never really had tea from Nepal, to my knowledge, until I had Nepal White. So what is so special about the tea from Nepal that we have 2 of them within a week span? Well, I did a little research, and Nepal is apparently the 30th largest tea exporter in the world from South Asia, which makes sense because Asia is home to a lot of the tea exports in the world, and it's also one of the biggest tea drinking areas in the world. Now, specifically, also Nepal, I was like, what do the Nepal people think of tea? That they're one of the biggest exporters, and I don't know how true this is because, Google, but it stated that the people of Nepal drink tea to promote positivity and good karma. And if that is in fact true, well, I'm all for it, because to me, tea is one of those drinks that as you're sipping away, all the worries of the world just disappear, and well, it just makes you happy. So with that being said, earlier on we reviewed the white tea. We're on to the green tea. Now, I expect this to be very, very flavorful because I was also reading that Nepal or Nepalese tea was different in it had a very distinct flavor compared to other teas from around the world. And that's what we're about to find out. Now, the white tea was very nice. It was very smooth. It had a very mellow flavor. The green tea I expect to be a little bit more on the bitter side, but let's see actually how it tastes. Now, doing the old scent test, it doesn't really give off a strong aroma of green tea, which might be for the better because sometimes green tea can be a little bit overpowering. So let's take the sips. That is different. Now this, I don't know how they process green tea or tea in general. I just know the different levels of processing kind of determine how the tea turns out in the end, which, black tea is processed the longest, white tea the least, green and oolong somewhere in the middle for both of those. But this doesn't have any of that bitterness that I was thinking. This actually has kind of like, I don't want to say floral, right? But it has, it's really weird to put the finger on it because it has a little bit of a sweetness to it. There's no bitterness to this green tea, and it kind of reminds me very much of the Nepal white tea, but a little more of like a flavor composition, but not bitter at all. This is actually a very, very nice green tea, and for people who usually don't like green tea because it's a little bit stronger with the flavor, you'll like this. I steeped this for about 7 minutes, using only the recommended serving size because of 24 trips with tea, they only give you like a single sachet. But this is delicious. It just tastes fresh. That's really what I think it is it doesn't have like that flavor of green tea where you let it steep for too long and it starts getting rough to kind of drink, if that makes sense. Like Japanese sencha green tea, I love, but it has such a strong flavor. This flavor is very light and very tasty at the same time. It reminds me of their white tea. It has a little bit of the dryness that you would expect from a green tea. But overall, I know yesterday I said I wanted to sip tea in London, but I might need to sip some tea in Nepal as well, because I'm just really, like, I don't want to say shocked. What's the ingredients on here? Because I want to know if it's a straight green tea, because I know I skipped that. Now, yeah, it says one ingredient, organic green tea from Hile Dangkuta, Nepal. This has like a, I guess the scent or the flavor that I was kind of getting was a little bit of a mintiness to it, which makes it unique. It's not like a jasmine green tea. It's not like a sencha green tea. This does have its own distinct flavor, and I really, really like it. I could see myself buying this and just drinking it all year round. So if you're following along, what do you think of Nepal Green, guys? I think it's a delectable green tea. You get a little bit stronger of an aftertaste, but as you're sipping it, it just goes down so smooth. Big fan of this one. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I will catch you tomorrow for day 7. Have a good one. Steep it up. See ya. Bye.